Hey, readers, welcome to part two of our something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue that turned into a bit of a book chat about some books that Megan had to sell on Pango. And that led to us looking at those and talking about those after we had done the first part of the video. So I am editing that now and I'm inserting this here so that you will understand the abrupt nature of the start of part two. But it was fun and I'm glad we did it. And I hope you enjoy it too. Thanks for your comments on part one, by the way, that they're just so sweet. We appreciate it. Well, you put one in to go on Pango that you didn't really love. This one?
No, this one here.
Oh, is that
actually,
YA? I
no,
thought it was.
Okay, there's several YAs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm about to badmouth
Is
my
this the
niece for a second. No, it's
No.
not. This one.
This
I read,
one
though.
is a YA.
This is a Netflix movie, and that book is
That
weird
is a
as
weird
shit.
book. I
Oh
read
my
that.
God, it's weird.
Yeah.
I like the book way better than the show, though. Okay,
God.
this one is a. Give me this
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I was gonna say there's two of those.
All right, I have a niece. Her name is Candace. I love her so much.
She's
Love
probably
you,
gonna
Candace.
watch this.
Love you so much.
Yeah.
She won't.
I feel like
Adeline
there's
will,
a
though.
but here.
Adeline
Yeah,
will. She's
Adeline
on
will.
YouTube. And I really want Candace to read things, and she doesn't like to read
She
as
does
much
not.
as me. So
Her dad did not either. So, genetically that could be his fault.
So two of these books are books that I bought for Candace for Christmas, and she never read. And I was like, well, I bought them because I thought they sounded cool, so I wanted to read them. And this one of us is lying. This is also like a pretty popular one. This is way off of our topic.
It is. That's okay. We could do a whole part two.
There's a TV show about this too, which is, but it's a Breakfast Club murder mystery. That's 100% what it is. It's the Breakfast Club. It's all the stereotypes. It's the jock and the goth girl and
like
the drug
Breakfast
dealer.
Club.
It's
and
the Breakfast
and the
Club.
super sweet cheerleader one.
Yeah. But somebody ends up dead while they're in detention.
Oh, I
and
kind of want to read that.
And they're all in the room together, and so then we got to figure out who he dies because he drinks a cup of water from the room that was laced with peanut oil, and he's got a severe peanut allergy.
Oh, so it was him they were targeting, not just somebody.
Right? No. It was like not like a shooting or whatever. It was a very like, oh, who did it? So I read that. I didn't mind it. It was okay. It was good. And then this one, The Strangers, it's a series. It's the Greystone Secrets series. So I read The Strangers and The Deceivers, which is the second one. The first one, The Strangers is the first one. The first one I liked, and it's like this family, and there's 3 kids, I think, 2 or 3 kids. There's 3 kids. Sort of like a series of unfortunate events.
Oh yeah.
But there's 3 kids, and one day, like it's been a while since I've read it, but they basically find out that there's like a copy of themselves, and the copy of themselves has been kidnapped. And they're like, oh, these kids have the exact same names as us, first and last names. And they've been kidnapped, and like this is really weird. And the first one was all right. The second one just wasn't great, and I probably won't finish the series because of that. But I got it for Candace. I thought it sounded good, and anyway, that's a whole side note.
Well, if we're going to do a part 2, I can say of the books you gave me to put on Pango.
Let's talk about this one.
I was going to say that one intrigues me. I may have to put I guess you can't.
This was another one I found on TikTok. Man, this house. And I bought it strictly because of the title, which I think a lot of people did. And it's a haunted house book.
Oh, was it good?
It's weird. It's not what you would expect at all. I didn't not enjoy it. I wouldn't read it again though.
Gotcha.
But you should read it. It was interesting. But it was
This
weird.
one intrigued me.
That one was good. Jesse got me that one too.
You just dropped your child off at the bus stop. A panicked stranger calls your phone. Your child has been kidnapped. The stranger explains that their child has also been kidnapped by a completely different stranger. So the only way to get your child back is to kidnap somebody else's child. I do think I want to read that.
That one was really good.
I did read this. You lent this to me, Saving Megan.
They got me that one too. My fiance is great. He gives me a lot of books.
Isn't that lovely? I liked Saving Megan. I really did. Didn't she have some sort of a disease and they couldn't find a cure for her 15-year-old mysterious illness? And
they suspected that her mom had Munchausen's by proxy.
They did. And the parents had some weird stuff going on. And so that one we both read. Here's a thriller. Then she was gone.
And that's Lisa Jewell, which
Perfect
I
daughter.
think
and then
Jesse
she
got
was
me
gone.
this one
This
too.
is hilarious. I think if he watches this, he's gonna be like, "Why are
He
you
probably won't
hauling
watch
all
it.
the books I bought you?"
I just have a lot of books, and we
No, I
like to
know.
save space.
You don't keep books like that.
I don't keep books.
No,
If
no.
I'm not going to reread them,
So then there's another 10 years later, she's trying to put her life back together and she meets a
her
man
child went missing.
and she meets his daughters and his youngest daughter looks just like her child. Okay, I got
that one is good. And I've read a couple of Lisa Jewells and I like her.
Yeah, I like her too.
That one was good.
And then this one we both read and it's super weird.
But I liked it.
I liked it too.
Okay,
it was an NPR book of the year.
I really liked this book, but I really, really hated the movie adaptation on Netflix.
So it's different than the book?
No, actually.
It's just not as
well done. There are things that are different about it, but I don't know what it was. And it was just so slow. I thought it made a way better book than it did a movie. And a lot of things I'm like, oh, this would be a great movie. That one, nope, not a great movie. Great book, but not a great movie.
Yeah, it was a good book. Two people in a car.
Look at the dog hair on this book.
I know. I saw that too. Oh my goodness. I didn't see that much. Let me get I don't have a dustbuster anymore. Okay. Ava Antipova has her reasons for running away. Yeah. Vineyard, romantic betrayal, mercurial sister, absent father, mother is demented. In Paris, she renounces her terribly practical degree, acquires a French boyfriend and a taste for better wine, and erases her past 2 years later. I can give you an overview of this book. Yeah, this looks good. She leaves her dysfunctional family and goes off to live abroad and then gets called back home because her twin sister is dead. And after she gets called back home, she starts to receive letters from her twin sister in the present tense. So she suspects that perhaps her sister is not dead and is playing some sort of prank on her because that's kind of the relationship dynamic that they have. So while she is simultaneously planning her sister's funeral and suspecting that her sister's not dead after all, we kind of get the unraveling of their history and their family history and the intertwining stories and why she left the family to begin with and why she suspects that her sister might just be pulling a prank on her. And it was good. It was a good drama, family drama novel. Dead Letters by Kate Dolan Leach. Okay, and then the last one that I really will read for sure because it's been on my list is the Book of Accidents by Chuck Wendig, which is also weird, right? So I'm gonna want nothing about necessarily, and it has no jacket, which is fine by me. I took it off and I lost it. It's okay. So I'm gonna go into it blind, but it's been on my list for it's been on my list for a while. So I'm gonna. And I think you should read it, and I think we should talk about it. Yeah, we could do that. We could do a little review, a little chat about it. We do spoilers. We'll tell you. So yeah, I don't even know how you would. Well. Yeah, I know it's feelings about that one. Yeah, I know you said it was not okay. I didn't dislike that book, but it was completely different than the description of it. Oh yeah, that's what was on the back cover of the book. I thought the book was going to be about a particular thing, and I thought like here are all the options that are going to happen in this book, and it was completely different. So I felt lied to. That's hard. Yeah. All right. Well, cheers to our first month. You finished yours. I'll give you some more. Cheers to our first month of something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Maybe I poured myself more than I poured you. Well, you did a little skimp on my wine, but I didn't want to say anything. Oh, you have to drive home. I have an open bar at my wedding, so that's true. Yes, but that's another day. So we'll press on in February. I have Mardi Gras Readathon. So my goal is to try to make 4 separate ones from Mardi Gras Readathon so that I don't. How many are on your Mardi Gras Readathon? There are 10 prompts, but some of the prompts can serve one, more than one prompt for one book. And you can use the prompts for something new, something old, something. I could. I could use what I read for that too. Yes, if I have double dip. I can double dip. Seems like a lot. You can triple 14 books in a month. Yeah, it's too much for me. I'm not. Sadie could do it though. Sadie could absolutely. She's both of our cousins, but she never sleeps. She does. sleep. She reads and reads and reads and reads. I should have her do one with us. When she comes, we could do a booktube video with all of us. She reads hundreds of books a year.
Literally.
Yes.
200 to 300.
Yeah, it's crazy. But a lot of people do. I've seen that on Goodreads all the time.
But she actually has jobs.
She works. Yeah, she works hard. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. This was fun. I look forward to next month.
Glad to be here.
I look forward to the wedding.
It's very uncomfortable. I look forward to taking
I was
this
going
off
to
my
say,
head.
is that comfortable? Because I hate
No,
those
it's
Mickey
like
ears.
pushing against
Yeah,
my-
they all do. Okay.
But it's cute.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening to this. And if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, share. You could go find Megan's channel because I'll put it in the description below. And as always, happy reading. Bye.